As Japan faces a labor shortage, the number of foreign workers has been rising rapidly. Much of the increase has been among people employed under a visa status called Engineer Specialist in Humanities International Services. So Raja will explain.
Okay, so this is a visa category for highly skilled workers. It covers a variety of professions, from business managers to interpreters to, yes, engineers. To be eligible, people either need to have a college degree or more than 10 years of work experience. The number of foreign workers with this visa status has been on the rise for the past 5 years. And compared to a decade ago, it's more than tripled to nearly 460,000 people. That makes it the second most popular visa category after permanent residents. But recently, it's come to light some of the people with this visa are doing unskilled labor, meaning they're working illegally. NHK World's Murata Riho reports.
This NPO based in Tokyo offers support to foreign workers, especially those from Vietnam. Recently, many of the requests for help have come from skilled workers with university degrees.
It's really shot up since around the end of last year. In particular, we've had a surge in requests from people who say they're being made to do work that doesn't match their qualifications, and they aren't sure what to do.
Chan, not her real name, contacted the NPO after she was fired suddenly in June. She had come to Japan a year earlier with a skilled worker visa. But it didn't cover the kind of work she ended up doing. Only after talking to the NPO did she realize she had been working illegally.
To be honest, I didn't fully understand the details of the visa I was on. When I came to Japan, and even when I had an interview after I got here, I thought my visa matched the job the company was offering.
Chan had worked as an accountant in Vietnam after she graduated from university. But her salary wasn't enough to support her 4 children. So she decided to move to Japan to earn more money. She paid over $7,000 in commission to an agent in Vietnam who said they had found a cleaning job for her at a hotel in Osaka. What they didn't tell her was that such work was outside the scope of her visa status. When she arrived in the country, it was at a different airport in Aichi Prefecture in central Japan. A man collected her and took her to an apartment where she waited for a month without any job assignments.
I thought something was wrong and wondered if I'd been tricked. I started to get anxious.
When she finally started working, she was sent to a hotel and assigned to the kitchen, doing tasks like washing dishes. This kind of work is regarded as unskilled labor, which was not covered by her visa. Without realizing it, Chan was working illegally. NHK conducted an investigation to find out how this had happened. Chan was registered with a staffing agency in Nagoya in central Japan when she started working at the hotel. But the job offer letter she had received in Vietnam listed the name of a different staffing agency in Tokyo. The CEO of that company told NHK he didn't know anything about Chan's case. But he says a former employee appears to have been using the company's name without permission to apply for highly skilled worker visas.
It's easy to obtain this kind of visa fraudulently if you know the right techniques. He is a scammer, so I think he has looked into it carefully.
The CEO explains how the scheme works. First, the former employee colludes with a broker in Vietnam to post a fake job listing. They then charge applicants fees of more than $7,000 and split the money between them. The former employee submits a visa application on the worker's behalf, and he does it using the name of the company in Tokyo without the CEO's knowledge. The CEO says the former employee has brought multiple Vietnamese workers into Japan this way. But there's no job waiting for them when they arrive. Instead, they're assigned to do unskilled labor.
They are all being deceived in order to make money.
Yoshimizu from the NPO says the nature of the highly skilled worker visa means that such problems often don't come to light.
This highly skilled worker visa category has turned into a lawless zone, and it's extremely dangerous.
Joining us now is NHK World's Murata Riho, who filed this report. So Riho, this visa category is especially for professionals, right? How has it become so open to abuse?
The reality is that this visa has become a loophole for accepting unskilled workers. Japan has a serious labor shortage, so demand for such workers is high. Companies have been filling these roles using foreign nationals employed under the Technical Intern Training Program. But that program came under criticism for encouraging poor working conditions and exploitation of foreign workers. This had led to the regulation on accepting trainees becoming stricter, and the program is now getting a major overhaul. Trainees are also required to have a certain level of Japanese proficiency before arriving in the country to avoid problems. But all the while, Japan has been throwing a door wide open to foreign professionals. And there's a striking difference in how they are treated. People on highly skilled workers' visas aren't subject to the same degree of regulation and oversight as trainees. The requirements for the visa are also less stringent. Although some applicants have extensive work experience, you generally just need a university degree to obtain one, and you don't have to be proficient in Japanese.
So Riho, for brokers like the one mentioned in your report, it's an easier option.
That's right. There are a lot of people in Vietnam who are eager to come and work in Japan, and brokers have been telling them this is the best way to do it. You don't have to know the language, and you can bring your family. And then they charge those people exorbitant fees. As a result, foreign workers, especially ones without much professional experience, are coming to Japan burdened with debt. Middlemen then take advantage of their vulnerable position, leading them into illegal employment. An expert told me this isn't just a risk for the workers themselves, but for society as a whole.
If people come to Japan with only limited experience and continue working in low-level jobs, they will be unable to build a career. Without career growth, they are likely to remain stuck with low wages and may even face the risk of losing their jobs. This situation can lead to economic insecurity, which in turn may result in crime or difficulties adapting to Japanese society.
社会への不適応と、こういったようなところにもつながりかねない。
So this is serious. So Riho, how is the government dealing with this issue?
The Takaichi administration plans to compile a basic policy on foreign nationals by around January next year. One of the measures being considered is stricter oversight. Immigration authorities need to take a firmer hand with companies that hire foreign workers with this highly skilled visa status, making sure they know it is illegal to make such workers do unskilled labor and cracking down on violation. If the current loophole in the system continue to be exploited, it will undermine Japan's international credibility. Foreign workers have an important role to play in the country's future. But for that to happen, the country urgently needs to reform the immigration system so it works the way it is supposed to.